Okay, I'm Hartmut Rosa. I'm a sociologist and social philosopher, and I'm the current director of the Max-Weber-Kolleg. And I came up with this crazy idea of resonance, which I think is a highly fascinating idea for all of us. And I've been working a lot on temporality, on temporal structures of modern society. Basically, I wanted to find out why we never have the time, even though we are very good at saving time all the time. And I'm also trying to analyze the ways human beings relate to the world as such, and to things, and to people, and to ideas, and so on. So I'm studying basically modern society in all its remnants. This is a theory which I developed actually as an answer to the problem of social acceleration, because I found out that modern societies can only survive by permanently speeding up life. And the problem with that is not speed per se. Speed is quite okay. But it changes the way we relate to the world, to human beings, to the things we act with, and maybe to the world and to life as a totality. So I was looking for a way of understanding what possibilities do we have to relate to things? And I found out that human beings have a certain desire, a certain longing and yearning for being in resonance with things. A resonant relationship with something is like a dialogical relationship, when things or people or landscapes or ideas or melodies speak to you, when they touch you and when you answer to them. So there's a certain way of relating to the world which I tried to capture with the term of resonance. I mean, the resonance conception is at first a theoretical concept, which I developed, or we developed, out of social theory. So now this graduate school gives us really the chance to empirically ground it. And the idea is that there are different ways of relating to the world and different axes of resonance in different cultures and different settings and different societies. So this opens up a fascinating possibility and horizon of really looking into other cultures, for example, and particularly, of course, Mediterranean antiquity. And there you see very different forms of creating axes or spheres of resonance with certain gods, for example, or with certain spaces. And this graduate school opens up a chance of really comparing and kind of for comparative studies of how certain ritualistic settings and also religious settings open up very particular forms of or particular axes of resonance. Actually, I think if you want to be a sociologist and find out how society works, what social life is, and what the possibilities are in society, then it certainly makes a lot of sense to not just look at your own society, at modern society, but at a very wider range of possibilities. If you want to really find out what the specificity of modern society of our age is, then you really are well advised to also look at other cultural and historical settings. And this is a very unique opportunity to precisely do so. And of course, on the other hand, if you want to understand our own modern society, it also makes a lot of sense to look at how it came about, right, at the historical roots and developments. And this is also another possibility which we want to provide for them here. In my experience, it's really the young scholars, the doctoral students, who bring, so to speak, the lifeblood in such an organization, because the older researchers have all the experience and the professional knowledge, but very often there's a certain danger that it becomes a bit stiff and sometimes even cold. And it's the young students with their enthusiasm and also with their fresh ideas and with their very practical experiences in contemporary society. So I'm very much interested also in learning from them where their axis of resonances lie and where their experiences with the resonant relationships are. And I believe only in a dialogue between the older and the younger, there's really the lifeblood in an academic university.